Jessica is in Ohio. Hi, Jessica. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Thank you. I'm calling because I am in the middle of a divorce, and I have a toddler and a 6-month-old. And right before this happened, we had just got out of baby step 2. So I've been in the middle of baby step 3, but also I've been trying to cash flow, lawyer bills, and I know that there are court cost fees coming eventually, and I don't really know where I am.
Baby, I'm sorry. And with little babies, how long y'all been married?
Almost 10 years.
Wow. What happened?
A lot.
Okay.
A lot. This was very unexpected.
Okay. What a mess.
Very, very unexpected.
What a mess. Okay. So were you working outside the home already?
Yes. I have a career myself.
Great. Okay. So what do you make?
About $55,000.
Okay. So you're not on a baby step. You're in the middle of a hurricane. And what you do is just push pause on all this stuff, and you pile cash as high as you can possibly pile it to cover all of these expenses and problems that the storm is bringing. When the storm passes, then we will rebuild and start fresh and push play on your baby steps again. But for today, food, shelter, lights and water, clothing for you and your babies, and keep the lawyer bills moving and the court costs moving, and be done with it. So are there assets? Is there a home that's going to be sold, or does he have a big 401k or anything like that?
Our 401ks are fairly equal, so that'll be negligible if there is any division. I am to take the house, and I'm able to carry that on my own, but I have to buy him out of his portion as well. So that's another $12,000 that'll be coming once this much is figured out.
Okay. And so there's only just a little bit of equity in the house.
Yeah, only about 22,000, I think they determined.
So why are you keeping it?
Because it's our home. It's a
not.
Reasonable size for me and my girls. It's manageable for.
How much is your house payment?
Including insurance, $750 a month.
What's your take-home pay?
I just started this position, so I just know my gross.
Okay, what's your gross?
55.
55,000 a year. Okay.
Yep.
So your take-home pay is probably going to be about 4,000, a little less a month. Yeah, 750 is manageable. That's good. Is there any other? And you said you finished baby step 2, so there's no other debts.
No.
Okay.
No, my student loans are gone. I own my car.
Okay. And you'll get child support from him.
Yeah, I'm getting about half of what it's supposed to be right now. So right now I get about $500, but I haven't received any for the second child yet.
Okay. Sounds like your lawyer needs to step on this. Even in the interim, if you're paying a lawyer, you should be getting child support bills. I mean, that's pretty basic. Yeah, like tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, what you're describing is it's just going to be tight for a little while. And you've got to give yourself a little bit of financial margin just to grieve this whole process and go through, denial, anger, all the different stages of grief, and the thing that you've already been experiencing, of course, 10-year marriage coming to an abrupt end. And we know it's fairly abrupt because you have a little baby. So
yes. Very abrupt.
Yeah. So I mean it's just there's emotions that go with this that are very, very real. They're human being stuff, and so I just want to give you room to do all that. And the big thing is, don't use all of this, the babies or your pain, as an excuse to go into debt again. So don't make a mess. But if you don't make any progress, I would call that a successful transition for you.
Okay.
Like no
I've been
progress at
budgeting in
all
my
for a little
own
while.
now.
Yeah, get all the lawyer bills paid, court costs or whatever. Clean break. We're done. All the checks are written. Then we can push play again, build up your emergency fund, and move on with the next chapter in your life. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, the sad thing you've already discovered, and you've discovered it because the way you explain things to me is what a divorce recovery specialist, it's a friend of mine, always says that a divorce turns a marriage into a business transaction. And so I know you've discovered that because you've already looked through the equity, you've already looked at the differences in the 401ks are negligible, you've already done the math on the balance sheet of the household breaking up, the
Hmm.
partnership ending. It's a transaction at this point, which is very sad, but it is reduced to that in the legal system. So, um, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think where you're going to get the $12,000. How long are you going to have to
Okay.
get that together?
Well, this has been going on now for about a year. It kind of depends on, there's a lot of loose ends regarding um, the children that have been prolonging the entire process.
Yeah.
So this has become way more drawn out and
Yeah,
expensive
I'll
than.
give you a negotiating possibility, and the fact that he has not paid child support in full for a year during the separation is abominable, and I think he trades
Hmm.
that for his equity.
I would love that.
Yeah, I think your attorney needs to have the appropriate backbone to cause that to happen. See, I'm just
That
an
would
old
be
guy. When you get in a fight,
helpful.
you try to win, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I
acting like you're my
understand that.
daughter and I'm trying to kill him right now. Yeah. So,
If you
but
only knew the details, Dave.
yeah, yeah. So I'm trying to, but I mean, he can do that. He can give up the house, and due to the fact he's not paid adequate child support for 12 months. That's a very
Hmm.
reasonable negotiating point. Otherwise, I'm going back after that money because the longer he drags this out, the longer he does not have to pay proper child support because you've taken a weak position on that. So that's, again, we're just doing a business transaction. It's just a math thing now. And we just not letting him get away with spit. Two babies involved that we're fighting for. It's not a matter of retribution or hitting back or something like that. It's a matter of taking care of your children. Hey, thanks for the call.